Hello, so I just made a video about the Anglicans and Company here at Moore Theological Bible College in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. Uh, in a building where I'm living, majority owned by the Anglican Church, are disconnecting or interfering with my network connectivity. And I was talking about how um, they're doing it now aggressively because lots of the students have gone away on holidays or whatever. So I was saying that they do this intentionally because they want me to upload videos and they want me to make videos and then they can say, well, you're making accusations, Chris, and there's nobody here. So I think that's exactly what they're doing, and they've been doing it since 2013. It's in their bag of tricks. It's part of their MO. They when they get caught doing something, they deny, and if there's evidence, well, they delete it because they can enter the computers and phones through back doors. So it's basically no, it is almost impossible. The only way to get evidence and be able to upload it is by fluke. And the minute you do get evidence and upload it, they fix it. So it's not replicatable. You can't replicate it. And they work so fast, and there's so many people working together in the group that the errors that you find are almost immediately fixed. So, and I also believe no, don't believe. There's also evidence. Evidently, the Anglicans work with the Australian government, and the Anglicans have been doing this for a long time. And why do they do it? Well, because there's lots of money in breaking into people's computers. They can develop a relationship with cops because they break into computers and they get data or phone records and tips from the public. All right, mate. Thanks to the public for sending us anonymous tips. Well, I wonder where those tips are coming from. A lot of them may be, citizens, but I think a lot of that information is illegally gathered by Anglicans sitting in their churches with nothing else to do. What do I do now, mate? Oh, I don't know. Work on a sermon? Nah, that's boring, mate. Sweep the floor? Nah, that's boring, mate. Hey, let's break into some neighboring computers or monitor some phones and see what we can find.
Hey, mate, that sounds like a good plan, mate.
And I think that's what's going on. I mean, every corner has a church, and in every one of these churches are people. Well, almost. I think in this school there are many people involved in this school that are technologically accomplished. Many people that can edit video, edit audio, all technically accomplished and knowledgeable people. All this stuff is easy for them. Deleting, tampering with data, gathering data for them is easy, especially when you know backdoors. I've talked about it lots. They were accessing my phones or accessing my computers after I removed the wireless and Bluetooth cards. Backdoors into the hardwares. Backdoors into the circuit board. There's something on the circuit board that they're connecting to and they know how to use. So I just wanted to go into my Gmail account here, and in the last video I was talking about not being able to connect. The original reason why I wanted to connect was to show you the different a variation, a difference in how the account is running. So here I am in my account here, and you'll see 4 active. The asterisk indicates active, 4 active sessions, and you'll see browser mobile. That's the first thing that is odd. But the other thing that I want you should notice, please, is just take a look at is it's mobile, browser mobile, and it's all pretty consistent. The times for all these are all the same. See, for all these different accessing of the account at different times. The times are the same in the 2 bottom, 345, 403, but the other ones are different. They're slightly different. 407, 405, and that variation is curious to me. They should be similar, especially when one says 13 hours and the other says 14 hours. See the time variance? Something's wrong with how Google is reading my systems, and I think it's because my systems are duplicated. Now on the bottom here it says 14 hours at 4:05, and that is a mobile. Here in the middle it says mobile. 4:05, 14 hours. The other one says 4:07, 13 hours. And it's browser. I'm using a browser to access my Gmail, and I've talked about it in many other videos that I've uploaded. I do not have any Gmail application. It's disabled. Okay, it's disabled. Look, all my Gmail stuff is disabled. Gmail, disabled. So I don't have that any mobile apps. There should be no record of a mobile app accessing my Gmail. I don't have one on this phone, only browser. And the fact that this browser at 4:07, and now it says 13 hours. See, look, now it's been corrected. Look at, I just looked at it and it was 13 hours. The other one was 14 hours. There was a definite discrepancy. And now it shows exactly the same. So I think what they're doing is they know how to screw with Google records by duplicating the systems. They know how the effect works, and they're trying to give deniability to their activity and say, no, it's Google services that are wrong. But if you look at all the differences and the variations, they're all very similar. An hour apart, a day apart, very similar appearances of the same type of error. And then when I refresh, it's the same with my password. It's like 2 hours apart and 1 day. 1 day separate, 1 day and 2 hours in time. So the password was incorrectly recorded as being changed at an incorrect time. But when I refresh the browser, it's correct again. But if I go look at my a screenshot that I made, look at the screenshot I took. I took a screenshot of that same thing, 4:07. Look at the files or the times in the middle, 4:07 and 4:05, both 13 hours ago. When I was at that page in Google in Gmail, one said 14 hours and one said 13 hours. So look, there's discrepancies like this all over. Now it's 14 hours ago because time has passed since I took the screenshot. Let's go back and see the time of the screenshot. It's 18:11 now, and the screenshot was taken at 17:51. It's still not right. It's still not exact. It says 13 hours ago. And oh, there's a MediaTek battery warning when I tried to upload a video last night. So these variations in the way Google is reading my accounts accessing gives them deniability, because they can just turn around and say, no, Google's incorrect. Google's not recording it properly. Google's making mistakes. So when I have duplicate devices accessing my account that are not me, but are Anglicans, they just turn around and say, no, it's Google. It's Gmail's messing up. Now, if we go, I want to go to look at some other images. Okay, here's some more images, and they were all taken in May, in the 5th month. And these are images of the Gmail account, and this is when I first started noticing weirdness in the Gmail. So if you'll notice, look at the browser. Usually they're in duplicates of browser mobile, but this one's browser at the very top of the page. Very close times, 8:16, 8:16. Those two are paired. So the 9:04 browser is on its own. So where's the mobile? This is what I'm talking about. There's mobile browser. If my phone actively connected to the computer or to the Gmail every time with browser, and if it was my phone, where's the browser? The browser was disconnected. They're using pardon me, where is the app? The mobile disconnected. The third row from the top, 9:04. It says 9:04 and browser, and there's no mobile app to pair with it. So for some reason they were disconnected. For some reason their system was disconnected from my system, and my system is using the browser. They're duplicating my system and connecting to my my Gmail with a mobile app. It's not me, it's them. And over, you see behaviors that are odd, and they're starting to clean this up. So look at mobile on the very bottom of this page. You'll look and you'll see mobile accessed with the same IP at the same time. As a matter of fact, two mobile apps and a browser app accessed apparently here at the same time on the same day. 14 hours on the 26th. So they had two mobiles connected to my Gmail. One must have been a dead or a zombie, and the other one reconnected. So there must have been a break in the synchronization or a break in their system connected to mine. And they ran a new mobile app, and the other mobile app was still being read as active. And then look at the very top there. It says the only connection that's active is a browser. Well, where's the mobile? There's the pair there, 816, but there's no browser. There's no mobile app again. The only one active is a browser. And this is when I first realized what they were doing, and I first started commenting about it and made a video about the app the mobile access being the application being used by the Anglicans to access my Gmail. So they have synchronized a system to connect to my system, and they've duplicated my system on their system, and somehow they've cloned it or some similar type of system that they're using to connect to my phone and monitor all my activity, and also to use my connections because it's the same IP. Look, to use my IP address, my connection to connect to my Gmail. And look at this one here on the very bottom is mobile again. That's the 26 I was telling you about. And here's